Yo, what's going on, homies? Shichibokai Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the Aurora gems and the 5-step Sugo Fest for these exclusive items. So, if you guys don't know, Aurora gems are the new thing for the 11th anniversary. They gave us, what, a whole bunch of them? No, not really. They're giving us a whole bunch of them for the login bonus, so you're going to get 10 for free after logging in today, tomorrow, and the next day. So 10 right off the bat. You get them as like step bonuses. So if you went to the 20th multi on step 1 of the 11.5 anniversary, there was an extra Aurora gem there. I believe they're giving some more out in the new world, and then you can actually buy them over in the shop, which is pretty crazy. So I don't know how many times we'll see this login kind of bonus. This is literally just one multi on this particular step, because it takes 10 Aurora gems to actually get a multi, so just be mindful of that. But eventually, like, if you just stockpile these and you're free to play for as long as possible, like, this is eventually going to be a good thing, because you can use these on these particular 5-step banners to get more rewards. However, the big downside to these particular items is the fact that they've gone and paywalled them. At the moment, you can get 10 Aurora gems for $38.99. Now, you might be sitting already at, say, like 40 in the future, and you might think, all right, $38.99, I'll just pick up a 10 of these, and I can just do the full 5 multis, because I would highly recommend only spending your Aurora gems when you can max out the 5-step banner. Now, obviously, you can see here there's a limit of 5, so you can do a full rotation with pretty good rates if you want to spend 5 times $38.99. So for me, this is Australian currency. So that's like, what, 150 times, or add 40. So it's almost $200. 200 Australian dollars will allow you to do that full rotation on the 5-step banner. And honestly, if we take a look at the banner, like, there's nothing really here that's like too game breaking at the moment. Like I said, if you just let these things accumulate in your box over time, you are going to reap the benefits of eventually getting the 5 steps done, and then get the extra items that come along with it, because the items for these particular steps is realistically where you're getting most of the value from this particular step. So if you have a look here, you can head over to the tavern, which we'll do in a second, but the Aurora Gem exclusive goes for 11 days, 5-step Sugo Fest. Each pull will be 10 Aurora Gems, and you cannot pull one character at a time. The pool will consist of 30 Sugo Fest effects characters and 39 rare characters, including certain Sugo Fest only characters. All posters for each step will be a 30 to 50% chance for a Sugo Fest to appear. Also, you'll have Rainbow Tavern Medals, Sugo Rare, Rainbow Level Limit Break posters, as well as certain tablets as well. The last poster of each step is guaranteed to be a limited pool Sugo Fest exclusive character, and you will also receive triple of the amount of Sugo medals for each step. So what this means, and when you do a multi, normally you get like 10 medals, you get 30 medals for these particular steps. Now remember, if you just keep building these up, and eventually when you get to 50 for free, because you will get that over time, right? Like, say you get 2 per treasure map, and then like you get a whole bunch with like certain steps for these big celebrations that you're just using your like regular currency on, and then all of a sudden they do these login bonuses as well. Eventually you'll get to 50. How long that's going to take, like, that's a story for another day, because like if you were only to get 2 a month per treasure map, for example, you're looking at a pretty long time. You're looking at like, what, 25 months, which is like 2 years to get 50. So there should be other ways to get these, because like I just don't imagine they're going to let this system rot or just be like completely paywalled. Scrolling down here, there is that Aurora Gem sale that we already looked at, and then you can see the steps here. So the first multi is a 30% chance of a Sugo Fest character, and then 5 Rainbow Tavern medals. The second multi is a 40% chance, and you get a level limit break type tablet. So to break the limit break ability, you get the type. So for example, Luffy has it for quick characters, I believe. So quick characters can break the what's it called? The damage limit break. The third multi is 10 Rainbow Tavern medals. However, all posters have a 50% chance of being a Sugo. The 40% chance on the fourth, as well as a class tablet, and then 50% chance for the last poster, and you also get a Sugo Rare Rainbow Level Limit Break poster, which essentially means this is just a dupe in any character that you want that is a legend or higher. So, well, legend or super Sugo, anything like that. So, yeah. So the steps, like, they're very good. Like, they're really trying to entice you to pull on these particular banners. However, to do so, like, you're going to need to spend money. Like, that's unfortunately the bottom line. So if you scroll down now, you got the characters here. Now, this is where stuff gets a little bit spicy, but at the same time, like, kind of not spicy too. So you have PvP characters. All of them will come at max status, and they will also be in their post-evolution and super evolution form. So you can pull them in... you basically only pull them in their like max form, which is kind of interesting. Oh, the icons available, sorry. So PvP characters, you've got Pika, Weevil, Sensumaru, and then Fuji and Green Bull. Honestly, the only good one here is Pika. Like, Weevil's good, but like you're never really running him. Treasure map characters, you've got Sabo, Ace, Tashigi, Buggy. All these characters are very good, but like with the mini bosses not being a thing anymore, like treasure map characters are only valuable for that one treasure map when they first come out. Anyway, that's where I see it now. Kazuna Clash characters, you have Bonnie, Robin and Crocodile, Ginny, and then Sabo and Bonnie. Again, great characters, but characters you don't really need. And then the Sugofest characters are basically just limited characters from the Giants of One Piece Day onwards. So if we go all the way back to the One Piece Day celebration for the verse characters, from basically that point on, all of the regular Sugos that have come out are available on this particular Sugofest. Realistically, the only good ones here is that you got like Garp, Mihawk's pretty good, the King's great, Uta's awesome, Garp's fantastic in Rumble. But besides that, like, again, these characters that probably everyone either has or is just waiting to see on tickets. For myself, I'm missing a lot of these characters, and I don't plan on doing any of these summons. Missing Vegapunk, missing Nami, missing Yamato, missing Sabo and Bonnie, missing the Bonnie, missing Sabo, and then, yeah, I'd love Pikqchu, but look, beggars can't be choosers. As for the limited pool Sugofest, you have these particular characters here, which are all very, very good. Like, if you go to the limited pool step, the last post on every single one of these multis is going to be one of these 10 characters. So, like, I guess there is an argument to say, all right, well, I'm not going to use my medals all on like one big go. I'm going to wait for this a bunch of characters that I don't have. And over time, if you just wait and wait and wait, more and more characters are going to go into this pool, which is going to allow you to just get more value out of your Aurora gems anyway. But realistically, like, the best thing about this is this, like, these steps are kind of crazy. The fact you get a limited pool Sugo every single multi is kind of nuts. And obviously the big problem here is it's going to separate the non-spenders from the spenders. Like, it's just going to create a massive, massive difference in the people that do spend lots of money and the people that don't spend any money at all. But look, let me know what you guys think of the Aurora gems. I do want to bring up a couple things before I finish up. As you can see, this is the banner. There's nothing really else to note here that we haven't already touched on. You get 3 times the Sugo medals, you have some pretty crazy steps, and it takes 10 Aurora gems to do a multi. Before I wrap up, I want to quickly touch on what Papi and Todd have posted out as well. I think they make very good points about this particular addition. Week start to the Aurora Gem Sugofest. It feels like you would be pulling more for the gold tablets. Too many end-of-month units and bad luck could shaft you. I would say for now, since there could be a banner with Super Sugos or Anniversary exclusives or an Aurora Gem exclusive in the future. So Papi makes a great point there. There's like, unless you're going or you're willing to spend money in the future for these particular steps where there could be like an Aurora Gem exclusive character or like Super Sugos or something like that, then there's no real need to kind of jump at this particular one that is right now. Obviously, the people that spend money, they're going to do it because they're going to want those tablets. It's going to separate things a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I still don't think those tablets and that poster are worth 200 Australian dollars to just go absolutely crazy for. But hey, look, I've done stupider things when it comes to this game. Finally, Todd touched on a few good things. Like, make sure to go follow Todd and Papi. You guys know who they are. The fact that no rainbow gems are also in this sale, like, that was pretty much going to be guaranteed. When they're giving away technically one multi for, what, $30 roughly Australian, like, well, $30, or 30 pounds or whatever that is there. For 30 whatever dollars it was Australian, for them to give away a multi with like the 3 times medal rate and that limited pool Sugofest on the final step, that in itself, in their eyes, is already like disgusting value. So I do understand why rainbow gems aren't here when they are also an exclusive currency. Even though you do get them from playing the game, you technically do with Aurora gems too. They're just a little bit more illustrious. When you think about it, like, 1 Aurora gem is equivalent to 5 gems. But at the same time, we don't exactly know how scarce Aurora Gem's going to be. So this one here with no rainbow gems, only Aurora, for me, I was already expecting that. I did not have hopes of the fact that rainbow gems were going to be included. But if rainbow gems were, it might make these packs a little bit more enticing. Finally, this is the point I wanted to bring up. Todd just like makes an excellent point here. He says, if OPTC were doing things right, this would be a normal rainbow gem battle with 5 steps that cost 30 gems each, celebration for reaching the 11.5 anniversary. But no, it is highly paywalled banner that baits whales that likely already have everything on the banner. It's not really hard to imagine It's not really hard to manage a game like this and to bring content to keep people engaged, but Bandai just want to squeeze its player base dry. Like, this is like a perfect sum up of what these Aurora Gem multis are right now. But if we stop looking at it as basically like a paywalled, whale-centric point of view, which is what we are all doing, and it's perfectly acceptable and it's a justified point of view to be doing that. If we stop looking at it from that particular lens, take it with a grain of salt and understand what it actually is, we will see value as a free-to-play player, or even like a mid-game player that maybe buys 1 or 2 of these packs in the next sort of 12 months. You will see value from this eventually. But the problem is, does it need to exist? No. Would it be better if they did exactly what Todd says right here? Yes, 100%. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that if they had 30 gems, 5 steps, you would have every motherfucker and his dog summoning on this banner. Like, that would be straight up. 150 gems for the value is, like, disgusting. However, no one's going to buy 150 gems from the gem shop for 200 Australian dollars. Hell, you buy 300 Australian gems for less than that. So, like, even if this was a 50, they didn't do the 30 gems, if they just made this 50 gems, I would be able to get around that. To be honest, I would have no hesitation just doing the 5 multis for the step rewards rather than the actual characters on the Sugo. So that's my thoughts and opinions on Aurora Gems and the 5-step Sugo Fest. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. While you're down there, but like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's